everybody, it's your boy Big B. Man, I just want to, first of all, I want to apologize to y'all because I have not responded to a lot of the messages down below, but I will be responding, so check it out, but a lot of things, bro, has happened since, my initial quadricep tendon, my bilateral quadricep tendon rupture. So this past January, I had stopped going to physical therapy for the first injury. So this past January, I was in the gym working out, and I was sitting down on the seated row machine, and when I stood up, I was walking over towards my nephew that was in the gym with me that day, and there was this long bar that was sticking out this box, and I didn't see it. So my left leg hit it, and I started falling forward because my quads are still weak from the actual first accident. So as I was falling, I tried to step over the box. See how I just did that in slow motion? I tried to step over the box, and my foot hit a V-bar for tricep pushdowns, and it twisted my ankle, and I fell, and I heard another loud pop. I was so scared to get up because it was like deja vu because of the fact that when I first ruptured both of my quadriceps, I remember that sound. So I'm thinking to myself as I'm laying on the ground, like, oh no, please not again, because that surgery was the worst. So after about 30 minutes, I couldn't get up because it was hurting so bad. So everybody had to pick me up. It was like 3 guys picked me up off the floor, and I couldn't put no pressure on it because it was extremely sore. So I'm thinking, I think I did it again, but I didn't know what I did. I just didn't know. So I had to hold my guys' shoulders. They had to walk me to the locker room. I'm limping, and so then when I left, I went to the emergency room. Well, a couple of days later, I went to the emergency room, and not to the emergency room. I went to the orthopedic doctor, and they did x-rays, MRIs, all that stuff, and they saw that I had a partial tear in my ACL, which is the inside of here. So now, if I had been doing my physical therapy, so all you guys who message me below, if you don't do your physical therapy, you're like risking yourself for another injury. So it may not be the same injury, because the doctor that did my surgery on my quads, he told me, he said, you never have to worry about that popping again. So, but when I fell and I heard that loud pop, I said maybe he didn't know what he was talking about. But it wasn't my quads, it was my ACL. So if you don't do your physical therapy all the way through like you're supposed to, and I didn't, well, I did it when I was going to physical therapy, to the actual physical therapist that was watching over me. I did 100% of everything, but it was the stuff that they gave me to do at home. I'm not gonna bullshit, I wasn't doing it. So because of that, my quads still weren't firing, and it delayed a lot of things. I should have been a lot further ahead, but it was like a setback. So now this separate injury, now I'm going through physical therapy all over again, 3 times a week. And before that, I had to come down the stairs. If the stairs were like smaller than my feet, I was so scared to go forward, I had to step side by side and hold on to the rail like a little infant. So guys, man, trust me, you don't want to give up on your physical therapy. You got to stay with it, because now I'm a lot better, because I've been going to physical therapy now for about 8 weeks, maybe 10. I think it's about 10 weeks now. And I go 3 times a week for the last 10 weeks. And now I have so much more range of motion. I can come down the stairs forward. My squats are getting better. Before I couldn't do 30 pounds on the leg extension. Now I can do like 50 all the way up straight. My quads are starting to activate now, because I have been going to physical therapy. And also, now I'm about to go down to once a week, because my physical therapist, who's worked with a lot of athletes, a lot of football, NFL, NBA, a lot of athletes with this same identical injury. And he told me, he said, B, you'll be okay. He was like, I've healed a lot of people without having to have the surgery. So he's been doing this thing called dry needling. If you haven't heard about it and you're going to physical therapy right now, ask your physical therapist about dry needling, because I'm telling you, it's instant gratification. When I jump up after he finishes, I can come in the therapist's office like this, limping, because I'm sore and stiff. But then once he does that dry needling, it's like, man, I'm jumping, I'm dancing. It goes down with Big B. Go to physical therapy and get well, you see. It goes down. Then you can get some more squats in. Yeah, buddy. Drop it like it's hot. Yeah, buddy. Who you with? It goes down. You heard it from me, your boy Big B. 2 fingers. I just wanted to give y'all an update, and I'm out. Peace. All right, everybody. This is your boy Big B. Here at Physical Therapy again. It's my second time doing physical therapy. The first time it was for bilateral quadricep ruptures. This time is for partially torn ACL on my right leg. But I think because of the fact that I had the other injury, made me get the second injury. Because I still wasn't up to par with going up and down the stairs, moving around, keeping my balance. It was all been very challenging since the first accident. So I was in the gym and I got tripped in the gym over like a piece of equipment that I didn't see. And I fell and partially tore my ACL. So I'm going through the whole therapy all over again because I don't want to have the surgery. I had the surgery the last time when I had both of my quadricep tendons completely ruptured, but that was a must. This one, the physical therapist I'm working with right now, his name is Rick. He's right over there. And he's the best. So he tells me that, hey, B, you'll be jumping again, running again, going up and down the stairs with no problem. So this first exercise I'm doing right now is called step up, step downs, and controlling all the way down the eccentric movement. And this is very, very hard for me. So I'm gonna keep doing it until I can't do it no more. Now I already did 3 sets. So got to step down and control it. My left leg is the worst leg. As slow as I can go. See when I go down, how it's shaking. Got another leg. This leg is my stronger leg, so I can go down further. So I can go all the way down to the ground. When I first tore my quadricep tendons, this leg was the worst leg out of both legs to recover. So that's why this one is such a struggle right now.
Or TKE for short.
Okay. Here's another exercise that helps with recovery. It looks like it's super easy, but when you have an injury like this, trust me, it's not. So I'm doing 3 sets of 20 reps. It's called TKE. You told me the abbreviation, what is that?
Terminal knee extension.
What is it?
Terminal knee extension.
Terminal knee extension.
So he's doing monster walks with the green band. The green band is added resistance. And he's just like walking forward to this line here.
Brian's adductors, the inner thigh muscles, so those are so spasmed up for you, just because of the 3 years of leg pain, the injuries that you have.
Yeah.
So these just feel like rocks, whereas your quadriceps should be doing all of the work.
Right.
They're flip-flops. So adductors are just overcompensating for these. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some dry needling just to loosen up the inner thigh muscles in here. That means that we can get your quads firing again. So we're going to do some.
Okay.
So I'm going to just do some trigger point dry needling through here. So what I'm feeling for is where the muscle fibers are they're just like bundled straight up. So commonly referred to as knots. And so this is what I use to just really loosen that up. Not too bad, right? So I'm just going to do this along the muscle a little bit. Yeah, on Brian. But just because Brian's knees have, he's had 3 years of knee issues with surgeries and injuries and all that. So. It's alright?
Yeah.
The release is so good.
Yeah. Now, when this is over, I feel great. While he's doing that, oh no.
This is not something you can ever get used to, you know?
Right. Man.
So this muscle goes pretty much from your knee all the way up to the groin.
Yep.
So we're gonna go pretty much along that muscle as high as we can go.
Okay.
It's pretty much wherever I feel the knots, the trigger points, that's where I'm gonna do it. But I like doing this just because it instantly just like loosens everything up for you.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I feel that.
What do you feel like?
Going all up my groin.
I'm not even touching your groin.
Oh, shit. It's doing something.
Twitching there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, straight away, that's kind of loosened all of that up now.
Because after he finished this leg, he got to do the other leg. Most people have just one. I got both of them.
Two
That's
for
my stuff.
one. 2 for 1 special. Okay, so here, it's a game ready. So, it's a knee sleeve right here. And it's basically like really cold. Is it really cold?
Yeah.
And it's just like a technique we use when you want a specific part of the body to be under the cold. Is it like bearable